What's up, Wikimaniacs? On today's episode, we have a niece who looks pretty, a brother-in-law who oversteps boundaries, a daughter who is too loud, a daughter is told she's average-looking, and a girlfriend hides the truth from her boyfriend. For the Patreon exclusive stories, we have a stepdad who wants to rehome his stepdaughter, and a father who won't provide food to his kids. If those sound interesting to you and you want day early and ad-free episodes, head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network. Reddit on Wiki starts now. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What is up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Josh here for another Am I the Asshole Friday. Special episode today, as I believe our the intelligence of our podcast has gone up tenfold with the addition of we got Nancy and Sean here today. What's going on, guys?
Hello.
Hey.
I gotta say, the just you reading the stories has brought up so many red flags. I'm like, is this like child trauma themed?
I did have a lot of child trauma themed stories, and I was like, I should do them all, and I couldn't find another one, so mostly child trauma.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. So hopefully you're ready for that. But yeah, back by popular demand. Nancy's back. How's it going?
By popular demand, I'm blushing. You can't see it because of my melanin, but I'm blushing.
Yeah, I mean, the last time you were only on for half an episode, I believe it was, right?
Oh wait. Oh yeah. It was
yeah.
just half, huh? She filled in for John.
So back replacing John again. You're on for a full episode.
Well,
Super excited about that. Today, you are going to be John in the game show that we have created.
No.
Where you make predictions.
help me.
He's been doing so well.
Yeah, he's up 1-0 right now this month. So it's up to you to keep that streak. Get yourself in the mindset of John. Terrible puns. You're a trophy husband. Just get in that mindset, and you'll be good to go.
I would love to be John.
He lives a pampered life, that man.
He's living his best life. Juliet's been sending us some videos of John.
It's like they rode like first class or something on their flight to Japan. Something
Really?
like that.
Ooh.
Something with
Crazy.
leg space. They weren't sitting next to each other. They were sitting like the across from each other where you could see them like eye to eye.
Wow.
Yeah,
That bastard.
John's, he's living the life. But let's hop into the first one here. Cross-posted by Phoebe the Fan. And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Niece She Looks Pretty? And Sean, you're up first.
Okay. I will say no. Yeah, because that's your niece, right? You should, I tell my nephews they look handsome and my nieces they look pretty.
Okay.
I mean, I also compliment them on other things as well. That's not like they're only.
No, that's all you compliment them on.
Yeah, if this person is all they're complimenting is they're like, oh yeah, you're attractive. You're terrible at everything else. Then yeah, that's no good. But I'll go probably against John's judgment and my better judgment. I'll say not the asshole.
And where are you standing, Nancy?
I don't know. The title is so outrageous that I feel like I should say yes because there's going to be something sneaky in it. But yeah, I was thinking the way that adults tend to compliment kids on their appearances sometimes is, I don't know, people's thinking around that is now changing. So I feel
That's
like
true.
maybe there's
Yeah.
something, it might be somebody saying like, oh, can you stop complimenting, your niece on just appearances? Maybe they're just complimenting on appearances and that's it. I don't know. Was that a yes or no?
Sounds like a yes.
Okay, I'm going to say yes. Yeah.
You're very similar to Sean when he does his predictions. It's just like, it could be this or it could be this.
You should see us
Play
having
both
discussions.
scenarios all the time.
Oh, that's funny. I like it. All right, well, let's hop into it. I believe you guys agreed, right? I think that's where we came to.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Wait, you're saying no.
I said not the asshole.
okay.
You said the asshole.
Okay.
Which may be a
First split.
mistake after hearing it. Yeah. There's only, there's got to be a reason why the parent is upset at you.
Or
I assume the parent is
whoever
upset.
is-
Yeah. Or whoever.
yeah.
All right. Well, we got our first split. This rarely happens, so I'm excited. Let's hop into it.
I trusted you.
32 female stepsister, Kate, 34 female, has always had a complex about physical appearance. It has caused a lot of issue for her and all of us over the years and stopped her and me from really having a relationship. She got therapy in her mid-20s and eventually got to the point where she calls aesthetic neutrality, which means she never comments on anyone's appearance, and we are asked to not comment on hers positively or negatively. Fair enough.
Yeah, lost
So
us.
that's kind of where you guys brought up. She enforces this with their 7-year-old daughter, Zara, as well. She asked from the time Zara was born that we never make comments relating to Zara's appearance, even if it was nice things. Everyone in the family normally follows this. A few days ago, we were all visiting my parents' country house for the weekend, and Zara and my 5-year-old, Anya, were playing dress up. They came downstairs, and my daughter ran over to me and my husband to show us the outfit, and we said she looked beautiful in her dress. My husband took Anya to get a snack, and Zara came over to me looking pretty dejected and asked if she looked pretty as well. Maybe it was just me being too soft, but I couldn't look at her and not give an answer, given that she'd asked me directly, so I said yes. Her face lit up and she left the room to get a snack as well. Kate immediately rounded on me, telling me I was undermining her parenting, and I know we're not supposed to make those kind of comments. She said disregarding her wishes as a mother was bad enough, but lying to Zara is even worse and is going to set her up for failure in the future if she measures everything by appearance when she isn't good looking. So she negatively commented on her daughter.
What? Okay, might have been right, actually.
I think you're right. Sorry, John.
I think John would have gone the same way, so I don't think that's
I think John would have said the same thing. He would have said, you're the asshole. There's a reason why, blah, blah, blah.
He's listening right now, yelling at me.
So Arthur Fist.
Yes.
So wild of her to be like, don't comment on my daughter's appearance.
Yeah, don't fucking lie to my daughter.
Disses her.
Yo, what? Okay, look. Here's where I'm at with this. I totally understand, being like, compliment my children for like other things than like the standard or whatever. But if they're straight up asking you, like, am I beautiful? Do I look pretty? You're supposed to be like, I'm not allowed to comment.
No
what
comment.
What is that? Actually, I can't say. It's hard to say, Zara. You know what I mean? No, of course I'm going to be like, yes, of course you're beautiful. Yeah, you should never doubt that, blah, blah, blah. Because what kind of, I don't know. I feel like that's,
I feel that would cause more insecurities. If she just didn't answer.
Look, I'm not going to front. My mother showered me with compliments as a child and as a man.
It shows.
She always talks about how handsome I am. And then my siblings do the same. And I do the same to my siblings as well. We're always like, damn, we are good looking. That's crazy. And then like, because it feels good. You get enough from like society and like other things telling you don't look good. So it's nice to have, some people in your corner and things like that. So
for sure.
I mean, I understand like if you were doing too much, like I said earlier, like you suck at everything else, but you are very good looking. That's not great. But like, there's nothing wrong with occasionally hyping up, your family. I do understand like, it's your siblings' wish that you don't comment on it. And, you got to respect their parenting. But what do they want? What do you want them? It sounds like they usually do. But this time Zara just went straight face to face and was like, am I pretty too? What are you supposed to, what do you want? Like, if you say like, okay, don't ever comment on how my kid looks or how I look, just never talk about it. You got to at least tell them like, but if they do ask you face to face, this is what you need to say. And it sounds like that didn't happen. And any person would tell their niece that they look great. You know what I mean?
For sure.
In that scenario. So a rare dub for me.
I'm not even done the story. So
that's not even it. Oh, I thought we were done.
I was going to ask, are you done, John?
I'm so sorry. I totally assumed you were finished.
When Sean's going, I just let him go. I'm like, it's hard to rein in. Yeah.
Sorry.
The prince has to talk.
So I understand where Kate is coming from. I really do. And I said as much, but I just didn't have the strength to say anything else while Zara was standing right there. Kate is now mad at me and saying she isn't sure whether she wants me to babysit until I can respect her choices on how to raise her kid. My stepdad and mom are on my side, but my husband says I should have just redirected Zara to her mother, given what Kate is like, and I probably did mess up a little, but was I in the wrong?
Even then, it's crazy to be like, do I look pretty? Go ask your mom. What? I don't know.
You're good at other stuff.
Yeah.
So how old is Zara again?
I don't know. If
I believe 7.
Oh, just
7?
kidding.
I just feel like, okay, so just society wise, we're so used to complimenting each other physically. And especially with like body positivity movement and just in general, culturally, we tend to put a lot of value on appearances, right? And it's great for her, the mom, to be like, this is my boundary, please respect it. But to put that on your child at such a young age, I again respect it as mother-daughter dynamic, but I feel like her daughter maybe doesn't understand yet why. So she's walking around, like you said, building up insecurities. And so she's not understanding, why isn't somebody not telling me I'm pretty too or beautiful too? Is it because they don't want to lie to me because I'm ugly? Because she's going to hear it anyway. She's going to be,
right.
She hears it on TV. She hears it in school when people compliment each other physically, or there's like some value of on people's physicality, whether it be like that picture looks pretty, they're going to hear it. So I wonder, first of all, if the mom has talked to her about that at all and why maybe people aren't telling her that she's pretty, and to see how she feels about it, because she's a child. So she may be like, well, mom, I still want to be complimented when I'm pretty. And so I don't know. I just feel like there has to be some kind of conversation there first. And then with the sister, the person, the writer, what do you call that
OP.
person?
Yeah.
OP. With OP. It's because it's been so ingrained in our heads that we value physical aesthetics. It's going to be hard to unlearn that. And so it props to her for unlearning that for her stepsister and not complimenting, her physically. But she was put in a new situation where the child asked her, and yes, she might have made a mistake. Maybe she could have said, oh, well, you look really bright and happy in your dress,
Right.
It could have been something else, but that was like that the mom needs to give her grace
kind of thing.
for that. Yeah. Like with anything in society, we're like unlearning a lot of different things nowadays. I feel like with that unlearning, we have to give each other grace if the other person is trying. And so I don't know. It's not the asshole. Sorry, John.
That's point for Sean. He's beaming right now.
Tied up.
I am not helping him, John, I promise.
How much did he pay you?
I'm fairly certain John would have said asshole.
100%. 100%.
You know what I mean? I feel like don't put that on yourself. I feel like he definitely would have got asshole.
But I'm still taking that point off from him. So, Reddit also agreed and said not the asshole. 989J commented and said, imagine hating yourself so much you make your kid hate themselves. And then Siller Scorpius said, it's the circle of trauma. A lot of Redditors took it a lot less. What would you say? They didn't take it as Nancy did. They were like, yeah, you're traumatizing your kid kind of thing. Which might not be the case, right?
Yeah, it can go either way.
I can only imagine it being a child and seeing everyone else around you getting complimented, that affecting you in certain ways.
I feel like if I was like this, like the first person to call me handsome, I'd be like, I'm marrying you. Like that's it.
That's true.
I'm in love.
True.
Like my standards and bar would be so low, I feel like. But maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd be like, oh, I feel like you don't value me because you don't compliment my other stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe, I mean, it truly can go both ways. I don't think it's as hard as Reddit is going. I don't think.
Yeah, that's
No.
I don't think it's great. I do agree with Circle of Trauma. I feel like that's a good point.
It's definitely a thing. And like, I don't know. I agree with the whole don't just compliment on looks. But what I would propose to my family is, hey, don't compliment her on the other stuff more. Focus on that stuff. That's kind of where it's like, it's more healthy because it's directing them away from, physical as much as you can. And then they value that other stuff more than just physical appearance. So,
and people have different meanings of the word beautiful, right? It could be
for sure.
A person can say that everyone in their life is beautiful because they show so much love and support to one another. They're caring people. You know, it could be inward beauty. It doesn't have to be physical beauty. But again, that's like the mom's definition. She's putting that on her child. And I'm not a child expert, so I don't know what age
we are.
they start to understand.
Again, no parents on this podcast.
We have nephews and nieces, but I just don't know if they would understand the complexity behind the choice to not get complimented on or, you know, anything physically.
For sure.
Must be confusing for them.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we'll move on to the next story here. Cross-posted by First Pershon Energy, who has the brand new flare on our subreddit. Who the fuck is Sean?
Great. Fantastic.
That's a very popular flare in our subreddit right now.
That's awesome considering First Pershon Energy is their name. It's
I love it.
Does John have one as well? I saw people were wanting merch of who the fuck are these guys?
Yeah. I will work on that.
I would buy that.
Who are these men?
Oh, that'd be good. So cross-posted by First Person Energy, and the title is, Am I the asshole for telling my brother-in-law to leave my children alone?
Am I the asshole for telling my brother-in-law to leave my children alone?
Yeah,
No.
another trauma one.
I'm just going to go with my gut and say no.
Okay.
I'm going to say no as well. I mean, yeah, it is the brother-in-law, but that's also like, I don't know what your relationship is like with your sibling. And then it could be even further away from their spouse. So it's like, truly a brother-in-law could be very distant from you. So if they're being weird with your kid, you're absolutely, I mean, even if they're not being weird with your kid, you're absolutely within your rights to be like, cool it. You know what I mean? Kind of chill out. So I'll agree. Not the asshole.
It's the uncle that makes the inappropriate jokes at the dinner table.
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving. All right. So united on this one. Let's see if you guys are correct. So my wife and I have 3 children, and this situation involves our 2 oldest. Back when they were young, we had a crazy work schedule. On the other hand, her brother has a job and position where he can come and go as he pleases, so he helped with our children. The 3 of us took turns taking the kids to school and picking them up. The kids sometimes stayed with him for a day or 2, and then when they grew older, our work schedules stabilized so we didn't rely on him as much. However, the kids are incredibly attached to their uncle to the point it seems like I'm being replaced. Once when our daughter ran out of panty liner, she called her uncle to help her pick her up some. My wife was at work, but I was working in the yard, and she didn't think to ask me. A year ago, our son was questioning his sexual identity, and instead of coming to me or his mother, he went to talk to his uncle, and then my brother-in-law told my wife about the conversation. I was the last to know about it. On our daughter's last birthday, she was most excited about his gift because he got her the exact model and color tennis racket she wanted. She didn't take a second look at my present. The last straw happened earlier today when our son was sick at school. Instead of calling me or his mother, he called his uncle. My brother-in-law texted us about the situation and asked my wife to call the school so that he could pick up our son. I was at home and no one asked me to do it. I was very angry when my brother-in-law dropped our son off. I confronted him about overstepping our family boundaries, and we got into an argument. I told him to leave our house and leave our children alone. My wife just got home from work and we got into an argument. She doesn't like the way I talk to her brother, but I don't like the way I'm being left out of my children's life. She said we're lucky to have him help us out, but I don't want his help anymore. So am I wrong for wanting to be in my children's life is his question at the end.
Okay, so I think we were wrong.
Yeah, that's
I
why
think we were wrong on this
I
one.
hugged you because you looked sad.
Yeah, because I'm like, look, it's not like the uncle is like not telling y'all. He's like every time that the kids contact him or like need him for something, they'll like, if anything, you should be fucking thanking this guy. He's your inside in with the kids. He's your double agent. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I don't see. Look, you fucking up on the gift is not the uncle's fault.
Yeah.
He got her exactly what the make, model, color that she wanted. And that's probably on you for not listening and knowing that that was the make, model, and color that she wanted. You know what I mean? As far as the kid sexuality, that's tough. That's tough to talk about. And especially if you're like, have someone close, you might want to bring it up to them first before you like bring it up to your parents. Because again, that's a tough thing. Sometimes you know, sometimes you don't know, sometimes you know, but you don't know how to talk to your parents about it. So you like brush ideas off to somebody else you're close with. Like these are all things that are like, you know, your kids are lucky to have an uncle so involved and an uncle that cares. And you're blessed to have, you know, an uncle that relays all the messages to you. Like,
True.
I could understand where you would be like, fuck this guy if he was just like there for your kids, but then maybe not telling you everything or like keeping secrets
Even
from
then,
you. But even
in
then,
some
that's
cases-
a healthy thing for the kids to have somebody to bounce those kinds of things off of.
For sure.
When you're sick, calling your uncle instead of your parents could be a little weird, but I mean, that's not anything to get mad about, I think, in my opinion.
No, I to be honest, for me, it's like OP should maybe take a look in the mirror and like wonder why they're
Press the button.
relying on.
You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
I like how Nancy knows.
Wow,
the
you listen to
buttons.
the show.
Yeah, because honestly, like you got to start questioning, why are your kids going to him so much rather than yourself? Is it because you know, because they grew up with him a lot because you were busy working and you haven't put in the proper time to create these relationships with your children? There's so many, you know, ways this could be. Like the information is not there. We don't know his relationship with his kids, but it doesn't sound great. And so that's kind of where I'm at, where it's like, yeah, you're the asshole for trying to push the uncle away, who is there, you know, like a good figure for them to have and communicate with. So that's kind of where I stand. How about you, Nancy?
Yeah, I would say just on top of what you both said, I would tell OP, just be grateful that you have community to like the village to raise your kids, because a lot of people don't have that. And so you're very lucky to have someone that they can seek comfort and safety in, that is another adult outside of you two, because we were all teenagers once and there was a point in time where we just couldn't talk to our parents about something. Maybe not. If you didn't have that situation, just ignore that and you're very blessed and lucky. But to have somebody else outside of that dynamic is very healthy for kids to have, right? They have someone to turn to that can give them good advice. It sounds like the brother-in-law is a responsible adult figure in their life. So definitely take a look in the mirror, because I think that is jealousy that is speaking, and you don't want to ruin that relationship with the brother-in-law and also be seen as the bad guy, because the kids are going to be like, why can't we, you know, go hang out with Uncle blah, blah, blah. You're the bully here, Dad. You know, they're going to start thinking that way, and you don't want that. So
especially with them being teenagers, like you're already the bad guy as the parent. Like even if you're a great parent, you're the bad guy probably. So it's
Usually.
like, yeah, don't set
again,
yourself
if you don't
back.
have that, you're very lucky.
Yeah.
I like these like side notes that Nancy puts. We don't usually do
Asterisks.
that.
Nancy's notes.
Nancy's notes.
Yeah. I agree 100% with what you said. Actually, the comment, it's funny. Do you have a Reddit account? Because this sounded exactly what you said, the comment I chose. Because
What's
Reddit
Reddit?
deemed it's based off us. They created a whole app. Reddit deemed asshole, and competitive lower score COD lower score 3843 said, you're the asshole. If your children don't feel like they can confide in you or depend on you, that's not your brother-in-law's fault. It's not your children's fault. It's not your wife's fault. You need to look at what you're doing to be involved in their lives. Being present is not the end of the story when it comes to kids. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and he is part of their village. Your post reads like you're more concerned about your feelings of jealousy than you are about anybody's well-being. This is all about your feelings of inadequacy, so maybe work on becoming more adequate instead. So basically what Nancy said. The village one was wild. He pulled that one out. I was like, damn.
That was my comment. I am that person.
This was you.
She's good, dude.
She's good. She's good. I told you the intelligence of the podcast raised tenfold just having our significant others on, for sure.
For sure.
All right. So we're going to hit a quick ad break, recoup, and Nancy's going to slay the back half of the podcast and get all the points for John. We'll be right back.
I'm losing.
Please don't. What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy, Sean. Have you ever wanted to see John, Josh, and I fully spread Eagle Giant showing? Well, December 2nd, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you're in another time zone, do the math. You could do it. I believe in you. We will be doing our first in-person live show. We'll be reading stories. We'll be eating snacks. We'll be hunting Greg Abbott. We'll be doing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, if you want to see us live in a room together for the very first time, join us. Live stream. We have the link somewhere, and I bet you could find it. It's Eventbrite. It's there. That's the promo.
Perfect
Thank
promo.
you so much. Love you guys. December
What he said.
He did it.
2nd, 11 a.m. Central. Do the math otherwise.
Tickets
We'll
on
see you
sale
there.
now. Buy
Tickets
them
on sale
now.
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 now. And we're back. You both got last one wrong.
Wrong.
So we're still at net zero.
Still at net zero for the month. That's okay. The next one we got here, cross-posted by Phoebe the Fan. And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Flipping Out After My Wife Screamed at My Daughter for Being Loud?
I always go yes, because I don't think flipping out is probably the best thing to do. And when you say flip out, I imagine it happened right then and there in front of the kid. Also not a good thing. Don't respond to bad behavior with more bad behavior, I guess. So I'm going to go asshole.
I was thinking the
Okay.
same. And I was also like, would John say, fuck them kids? I don't know. But
That's
no,
me.
I was thinking, okay. I was thinking the same. No, not that. Not the asshole. Wait, yes, the asshole.
Yes, the asshole.
Yes, the asshole
Yeah.
for
Yes,
flipping
yes.
out on the wife.
Yeah. We're riding together.
Riding together on this one. Okay. All right. Well, slowly slipping into, this is what John does. He unites with Sean and they just agree on everything.
The past month and a half, we've been trying to stay united.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have
I haven't caught up, so I guess.
Oh, no, you're good. Some people in the
That's fair.
comments are like, I like it better when John and Sean yell at each other. And I'll say, hit the button, Josh.
We can do that.
You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud. Yeah, that's right. You might be a little bit racist if you're wanting me and John to fight all the time instead of being united in our brotherly Filipino bond. It's kind of crazy. But anyways,
you would, John, agree on most stuff. I think John and I are more at odds on certain topics, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess I also don't go against him and Emma the asshole. So
Yeah, that's
Never
true.
see.
It's true to know where you stand on things, Josh. Because you never have to battle one of us,
no, exactly.
just like the
just-
white man wants.
Shit. All right. So my ex-wife and I have a daughter, 17, with ADHD. I want to get her medicated, but my ex is against it and says she doesn't need it and has convinced my daughter that she doesn't need it either. I have been with my current wife for 6 years and we just had a baby together 5 weeks ago. For the first week, my wife was okay, but she was diagnosed with postpartum depression a couple weeks back. Now, my 17-year-old comes and goes as she pleases. She has a car and kind of bounces from house to house, but for the past week, she's been at our place because she was suspended from school, and then in brackets, I think it's related to ADHD because of the reason was her being overly disruptive and disrespectful to the teachers repeatedly since school started again, but my ex-wife doesn't think so. Close bracket. That was a larger bracket.
Wait, doesn't think that school started again? Oh, doesn't think that ADHD is involved. Got you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Since she's been here, my wife has been complaining daily about my daughter's loud mouth because apparently every single time she gets the baby down, my daughter comes out and starts being really loud and wakes the baby up almost immediately. But my wife thinks it's intentional because she apparently will be quiet the entire time that my wife is getting the baby down. But the second she walks away, my daughter comes out of her room loudly belting song lyrics or slamming doors/cabinets. In brackets, she always done this, so I know it's not intentional. Or she walks with really heavy force. He puts a lot of brackets in here. This is a very confusing sentence. She has really heavy feet, so it sounds like slams when she walks, is the other bracket. My wife says that she is so sick and tired of repeating to my kid that she needs to be quiet and letting the baby sleep. And ultimately, due to this, my wife has become hateful towards both me and my daughter. She barely even speaks to us because she claims we don't respect her and are purposely making her look crazy. But yesterday I got home to my daughter in her car crying, and when I asked what happened, she said that my wife told her to get out since she didn't know how to keep her mouth shut. When I got inside, my wife was rage cleaning with the baby strapped to her chest. I asked her why she felt she had the right to speak to my daughter that way, and she snapped back with, maybe I'd like to shit without baby strapped to me, maybe I'd like to clean or eat or even be able to take a nap. But nope, your fucking kid decides that that baby needs to be awake 24/7. She's not welcome back in here. She needs to go home. And in brackets, my wife's home. I told her she's on the fast track to divorce, and now she's pissed that I won't defend her. So am I the asshole?
What did we say? We said yes.
I said yeah. And I don't know. I
don't
feel
know.
this one's a little conflicted because I feel like we might be right, but this might be a little like everybody sucks.
Layered.
Because look, there's like two people here working not at 100. They are diagnosed with things.
Yes.
ADHD.
Yeah, ADHD and postpartum depression.
Yeah.
Those are very serious situations. And I do agree. Putting them together in the house is probably not great. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why she can't stay at her biological mom's place during this. Because if I'm with my wife, I'll be like, look, I love my daughter, but it can't happen at the same time. She's currently diagnosed with depression. We have a 3-month-old baby. Like, we are at our wits' end already. Like, I can't, like, I will go over to your house and like watch the daughter if you need to go out or do things like that. But like, they can't both be in the same spot right now, I think. But you know, it's not great that the mom yelled at a kid that's not hers. And it's not great that the daughter can't follow the rules of the house. So it's just like, I feel bad calling anybody the asshole because it's just a terrible situation. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm totally okay with calling him the asshole in this situation because he's actively not doing anything to
help
solve these issues. Like,
Are we right?
Like you said, both of these people have diagnosed disorders.
Yes.
And so he should be the one figuring out accommodations, helping out with the baby more probably for sure.
Yeah.
It was 5 weeks ago. She had the baby. Why are you not home more to help out? Like hold the baby.
Are you going to work still?
I was going to say, I feel like
Unclear.
she's irritated for a reason. Like, I feel like if she's like cleaning with the baby strapped on her and she's like agitated by sounds and the baby not being able to rest, I feel like it's because she is lacking support from maybe OP. Big assumption, but I feel like
I think it's accurate though.
I feel like are you helping her? Yeah, are you going to work right now? Because you shouldn't be doing that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or she needs somebody else, like someone who is able to help her to be in the house with her while in the first few weeks if you're not able to be there for work. I don't know. But it sounds like that is not the main issue. I feel like it's deeper than that. And she took it out on the teenager. And I'm a little biased towards the teenager because I am naturally loud. Like whenever I lived at my parents' and people were asleep and I came home late, like I would try my best, but I would just be loud, like keys and bumping into things. So I feel like maybe that's the extent of the teenager's loudness too. Again, lots of assumptions.
It's so funny because you talk so quietly, but then you just everything else is loud.
Yes, I do talk.
That's funny.
Quietly.
But I agree with you. I think like the mom and the daughter are both kind of victims in the situation. They're not assholes. They're just in a terrible situation. The daughter unmedicated could be an issue. The wife not having her husband around to help with the baby, definitely adding stressors. Again, these are assumptions, but I think they're good assumptions based off the information we have.
Did they say why the daughter's staying there?
Because she got suspended from school, and I guess the ex-wife probably is not happy about that.
Oh,
which
is
is
not
fair.
happy about
I mean,
it.
I guess.
So
But
But also,
in the house.
that's the mom's fault for not allowing her to be on medication. you know?
exactly. So
Yeah.
Both parents of this daughter are assholes.
they're dropping the ball for sure.
They're dropping the ball for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So Reddit deemed asshole. And next, Midscore Republic, Midscore 3039 had some good points here. So, point 1, you say your wife has been diagnosed with postpartum depression, but you don't seem to be doing a damn thing to help her out. You need to step out, help your wife, the mother of your baby, and start by actually parenting your teenage daughter. Number 2, not sure how much your daughter's behavior is ADHD related. It may be, but it would also mean she needs help managing her behaviors. Number 3, at 17, your daughter should know better and should have some idea on how to recognize / manage her behaviors, or at the very least be working on it. This strikes me as a failure of parenting. And then it goes on to say, you are the parent. It is yours and her mother's responsibility to teach your daughter empathy and respect for others and how to manage her own behavior. I see no mention that you have remotely addressed this and in fact seem to be enabling her behavior. Where are your plans to help her work with the issues if medication isn't an option? What are you doing to actually parent your child? Number 4, it is your wife's house. The fact that you are allowing such blatant rudeness, disrespectful, and inconsiderate behavior in her home. Again, massive failure at parenting here. And number 5, threatening a divorce because your wife is clearly overwhelmed.
Crazy.
Is not being considerate at all. Why don't you step up and pitch in? The more I think about it, you are majorly inconsiderate, selfish, obtuse asshole. Do better. So
yeah, that's fair.
That is such a good point about throwing the word divorce. Well,
immediately,
you know that
she's going through
postpartum depression. And y'all are both newborn parents. That is insane.
Getting zero sleep, it sounds
Not
like.
insane, but
yeah. And doing the cleaning and, like not be able to go to the washroom without a baby strapped to her. Like so much wrong with this story. So yeah, he's 100% the asshole. He needs to do better for both his daughter and his wife.
Yeah. My initial judgment was incorrect. You guys are right. Yeah. This guy fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And the mom also
It's okay.
sucks. The mom of the 17-year-old, not the new mom.
Yes. I see what you mean.
Just to be clear.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right. Well, the 4th story here, cross-posted by, I believe, someone new. Puzzle-headed mid-score Hurry 26.
New to me.
Yeah, I hadn't heard them either. So potentially a newcomer to the show. Am I the asshole for telling my 14-year-old daughter that she's average looking?
Jesus fucking Christ, man. What the
trauma
Kids.
episode.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna say yes. I can't think of
A scenario where
that's okay.
Yeah.
Because that's your child. You should think that they are the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, be like Sean's mom.
Exactly.
And look at him.
Who listens.
Great person.
Hi, Mom. Yeah. Like Nancy said, I don't envision a scenario. Grant, we could be wrong, but I just can't see a scenario where it's like, am I good looking? Nah, you're kind of mid. To your child is crazy to me.
Unless they're trying to put him down a peg. Like maybe is it a daughter or a son? Do we know?
14-year-old daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
I see what you're saying though, Nancy. Like you have a frat boy son or something like that.
Like
and
where
just,
they
thinks he's hot shit.
I deserve everything because I'm so good looking. It's like,
yeah,
boy, you're average.
yeah, maybe
take him down a peg. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but it is a 14-year-old daughter. So
I'm gonna say yes, the asshole.
Yeah, I'm gonna go asshole as well.
All right, I figured on this one.
Unity.
All right, so I, female 39, have a very insecure daughter, female 14.
Holy moly. What a crazy first sentence to match with this title.
The sentence isn't even done. 14-year-old daughter who has depressingly unhealthy obsession with her looks. She often avoids mirrors and pictures because her mood instantly drains when she sees herself.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She constantly asks her father and me if we think she's pretty, and we always tell her the same thing, that she's a beautiful girl inside and out. As I understand how most teenagers are with their body image, as I was one at some point myself. My daughter's vanity is not only becoming exhausting to those around her, but I fear it's causing her to lose herself. Yesterday, I decided to sit her down to chat about this with her, to discuss what's bothering her and see if she's willing to visit a therapist. She told me she didn't want to talk about it, but as her mother, of course, I was going to be worried about her, so I insisted. And she finally agreed. A few minutes into this conversation, she asked exactly this. Quote, Mom, I want you to be completely honest with me. That means no sugarcoating. The kids at my school think I'm ugly, and say I look like a bird because I have a big nose. Do you really think I'm beautiful, or are you just lying? End quote.
This is crazy. This is absolutely wild. This is a cry for help, and then you're going to be like, kind of mid.
What did she say?
I'm an honest person, so I gave her the most honest answer I had. I told her she was average looking like most people in the world are, and that it's not a bad thing to have an average appearance. She immediately got up and left without saying a word and just went to her room for the rest of the night. Today she has been cold and distant, and I think I upset her, which wasn't my intention at all. Am I the asshole?
Oh,
A little bit.
brother.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I think a little bit, because I think I know what she's trying to get at. I think she's trying
Not
to
the
crack.
time.
Yeah. Yes. I think she's trying to get at like it's okay. Yeah, it's okay to look average and stop valuing beauty like you are because you're becoming obsessive with this idea of being beautiful, but not the right time. No.
There could not have been a worse time for
There-
this. I feel like
Yeah.
this is a cry. She finally agreed to therapy, and she's just like, answer me this one thing. It's just a cry for
And
help.
you just confirmed
And then you're just like,
all her fears.
yeah. I don't know. You kind of look like a bird. Like, whoa, that's crazy to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy to me too. Like,
I get where you're coming from, though.
There's a better way to explain that external validation shouldn't be like
The end all be all.
Yes, yeah, and I get
Yeah.
what she was maybe trying to do with that statement, or maybe not actually, because she said I'm a very honest person, and so if you're
Yeah.
average. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving her a lot of credit, but
Giving
if
her a lot
that
of grace.
If that was your intention to maybe just say that beauty isn't everything, then that is the wrong way to say it.
yeah. For me, it's like that comes up in therapy, like
Yes.
months
Yeah.
after she's been in therapy and she's working through some shit. And someone who is qualified to tell her this kind of stuff and break it down, like beauty is not the only thing in life, kind of thing. Not when she's like on the verge of a breakdown, it sounds like, and you just destroy her.
At the lowest point. Yeah, I have been lying to you this whole time. Actually, you're.
That's the
Not
other
that
thing. You
beautiful.
just admitted to lying
I've been
to
lying
her.
to you this whole time. I have been sugarcoating it. Now that you bring it up,
Yeah.
you are kind of mid. That is.
You're not beautiful on the outside. You know what?
You're so
Crazy.
beautiful on the inside, though. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Also,
Mid
they're
on the outside.
teenagers. Teenagers. I mean, if we all look back at our teen pictures, we all looked not the greatest, but we're
Whoa.
beautiful. My mom said that I was
said
the
I
most
was
beautiful boy.
So handsome.
Nancy, we promised we would break this to Sean later after
Whoa.
therapy. Okay.
Whoa, what's happening?
But for her mom to say that, I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking.
Just such bad timing.
I
And
don't-
also,
Yeah.
you're not the person.
I would like for her to reflect why she thinks that her daughter is average looking. Like, why are you thinking that, mom to daughter?
Yeah. It's giving me the first story vibes where it's like telling her you're like the niece who can't be complimented on. This is them in like 10 years. You know what I mean? Like this is the outcome, the possible outcome
yeah.
of that story. So Reddit deemed asshole. I've got a couple comments here. So Jasper Jamboree said, congratulations. You probably just created a negative core memory for your daughter.
Oh,
She's probably gonna
sure.
Yeah. She's probably going to carry your words around with her for the rest of her life. You're the asshole. And I think that is a
Agreed.
very
Every
true
time she
statement.
hears the word average, she's going to fucking PTSD.
Yeah. This is a circle of
Flashback.
trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Inevitable Cup 5909 said, here's a like alternate title for this. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole? I nuked my daughter's already shaky self-esteem from orbit. Just destroyed it. And then Skillant says underneath that, honey, I nuked the kids. And I thought that was funny. So, but yeah, we're going to take a quick break and come back with our last story before the Patreon stories. So stay tuned. All right. And we are back with our last story. Still tied, still net zero. Let's see if this one will tear you guys apart.
Never.
Wait, what about the first one? What was the score on the first one?
When we started, it was John up 1.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
net zero
So
now.
now we're
Yeah,
net
yeah.
0. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, I could say Sean's up 1, but that
Hey, to be fair, John wanted to be even.
Okay.
We're very united on the fact that we want unity.
that is
Okay.
true. Because I have no idea what happens if, we all
We stay
tie.
net 0.
Like what happens then? Do we all get punished? I don't know.
That's a good point. Wait,
We'll have to find
I just
out.
assumed it was you.
Oh, me? I don't think so.
Fuck.
Well, let's see. Let's see if we go even for the rest of the episode here. So this one's cross-posted by Ultimate Nintendo Hero, who I also believe is a new poster. And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Not Telling My Boyfriend That I Own the Building We Live In?
Whoa. Baller move.
Just flex on him.
I mean, I don't know if that's his business. You know what I mean?
Fair.
I wonder if he's like, damn, landlord is like pretty chill. I never hear from the landlord. That's wild.
We've been here 4 years and the landlord's never come. That's crazy.
Man, we've never gotten like any complaints. I mean, we're pretty loud. I don't know.
I've never had to pay anything while we've been here.
Where does my check go?
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, I guess if it's like a long-term thing, then yeah, that seems like something you should say. But if you've just been dating for less than a year, I don't think that, you know, I'll say not the asshole. That's not like a huge, well, what does your job really matter to them anyways? You know what I mean?
I guess. What are you thinking, Nancy?
I'm thinking that it is a big enough deal. So yes, the asshole.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm so indecisive, y'all. But I agree. Like if it was a long-term relationship, or I'm going to say a significant relationship. Like
Yeah,
if it's
that's true.
something that
you foresee being
that they
long-term.
both valued, then sure. I mean, once you're boyfriend and girlfriend, I guess you both value the relationship. But if it's new, or is this like a bad boyfriend? Is he like someone that she is trying to get away from? I don't know. I'm gonna go yes. Sorry,
Yes?
John.
Okay.
We're split again.
Split again. Let's hop into it and see which one of you correct going out on this episode.
Hold my hand.
It's sweaty.
It is. Okay, never
Both
mind.
of ours.
Let it go.
When I was 18, my dad gifted me a house with 2 stories. I'm extremely thankful. We are not upper class, but my dad bought this house for cheap price a long time ago. And then in brackets, it was his grandmother's cousin's house. I know this is very extremely privileged, and I am grateful for this. The layout of this building is like an apartment, but it is a house. So basically, each story has its own separate entry, its own kitchen and bathroom. I live upstairs while I rent out the downstairs. My boyfriend, 25 male, moved in with me 3 months ago, and we have been together for 6 months. So is that a long enough time for you guys?
I want to say yeah. I would probably tell him.
Yeah, I would disclose it probably if it came up. But I mean, I also don't think it's like a deal breaker.
What is the reason for not? I'll let you continue.
Fair.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify on that. So she goes on to say, I have not asked him for money, neither for utilities nor to pay me any rent. The only thing he contributes to me is groceries, which we split 50-50.
That's got to be on him then for never questioning anything ever.
3 months.
Yeah, you're just living fucking free and you're not going to be like,
paying.
we should talk about this money. Because then I would just feel like a freeloader. You know what I mean? I'd
at that point.
Hey, I'm trying to, like, if I'm going to move in, like, what's the rent situation?
Yeah,
And if she's like,
I'm done
no, I got it covered. I'll be like, well, no. Like, I would feel more comfortable if I was, you know, actively part of this paying rent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. This kind of is on him.
I've not brought up that I own the building, as it's not something that I tell many people. If people ask me, of course, I tell them that I own it. But if they just assume I am a renter, then they can believe that. The topic of a landlord and renter downstairs or the owner of the building has not been something that we've talked about. This last Tuesday, the renter came up to tell me that the freezer had stopped working. I answered the door and my boyfriend heard us talking, I suppose. I went downstairs to take a look, and we both came to the conclusion that she would buy a new one and send me the receipt, and I would give her the money. She was very grateful for this solution. When I went upstairs, my boyfriend asked if it could be fixed. I told him no, but she was going to buy a new one and then I would pay for it. He looked at me like I was crazy and asked why the hell would I pay for her freezer? I told him that because I was her landlord and the freezer was there when she started renting. I would stand for the cost. He just asked me if I was serious, to which I said I was. Now, you'll never guess where this goes. He began screaming at me.
Whoa.
Asking him why the hell I would withhold this information from him and that I was an evil person. I said I was sorry for not telling him, but
You've been living free, brother. You've been living for free.
Yeah.
You are the last person to get mad here. Again, no rent or utilities.
Yeah, and you'll never guess why he's actually upset. So I said I was sorry for not telling him, but I did not think it would matter. He said he could not believe he was together with someone who is a landlord. That all of us just use people for money, and the only thing that we people care about is money, and would rather have people be homeless than offer affordable rent.
Wow.
In brackets,
Such an
the downstairs
activist.
is 1 kitchen, 1 bathroom, and 4 other rooms, which I charge $500 in rent for. I understand that many people have had trouble with landlords, but I try my best to be a good one. He demanded that I give him 50% of the money I made from rent, or else I was just as bad as he thought.
Oh, you're done, brother. You bring nothing to this relation.
He has not talked to me since Tuesday, and I've tried telling him that I'm truly sorry, but he doesn't answer me at all. So am I the asshole?
No.
I don't think so.
Wild.
I would ask, like, why not tell your boyfriend at the beginning of the relationship?
Right.
I mean, but it doesn't seem like she was actively hiding it. It just never came up.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, whenever he moved in, maybe it would have been time to be like, oh yeah, don't worry about rent because I own this thing.
I own the place, and it's
But then again, is that his fault for never asking?
well.
Why?
I think it's on both
I'm
of
not
them
paying
at
rent?
that point.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I
guess
mean?
it's both sides.
Because like she's not disclosing it, he's not asking and not paying any rent. So
Yes.
it's on both of them for sure.
Yeah,
But at that point, he's not paying rent or anything for 3 months.
yeah.
Get over it. You know
I guess you could be like, if you knew that he fucking hated landlords, then yeah, you're keeping a lie. But also, I don't think that's true because I think he was just like, oh, I'm an activist unless you pay me. Unless we're both fucking profiting, then I push my morals aside.
No, he's
Yeah, that's what it's
definitely
He's
the
wild.
asshole. I don't think she's the asshole at all, but that just like kind of bothered me. Like I got stuck on that of like,
Yeah.
why not just tell him? But his reaction and the way that he's been living rent free, what leg do you have to stand on? She's
Yeah.
a great landlord. She's
Oh, yeah.
And this is coming from you just coming up to telling your tenant that you're going to buy them a new freezer.
yeah.
Like this wasn't you like coming up from like shaking them down for rent. You know what I mean?
I upcharged them $500 on rent.
Yeah, I said they better fucking buy their own freezer and I'm not paying them back.
Was he upset for living off of for like a freeloader, and so he like took it out on her like that?
I don't know.
I don't
Well, he's
know.
been freeloading even if she wasn't the
His
landlord.
ego
right?
maybe was
Yeah.
like,
I
that's
don't
so
know.
He's
confusing.
freeloading either way.
Either way, but maybe on one side he's like, stick him to the big guy. I don't know. By not
But
paying
that's my
rent.
issue. I'm very anti landlord. We've talked about this many times on this podcast, but I'm anti, hey, you've got more than 2 properties and you're charging people out the ass for rent. You're an asshole. Like if you're living in your rental and renting out to someone else, you're fine. That's a livable, like you're doing a good thing and just trying to get by. It's when like corporations just buy up houses and
Yeah, when
charge out the ass for
Airbnb, when you profit off Airbnbs, but like just
Yes.
buying multiple properties, having them being shit construction, just copy and paste Airbnbs. Yeah, not great. But yeah, if it's just one house and you're renting it out, I think you're fine, especially if you're fucking living in there with them.
100% and charging $500 a month.
500 is
Such a steely wheeler.
unheard of. Where else can you find 5? And then for
Not
him to
in
be like,
Canada.
yeah, I want $250. Let me get half of that. Like she's
After not
already
paying rent.
not making money, I don't think, off of this.
That's so true.
That's
the
not
audacity.
covering the mortgage at all, I would assume.
Maybe a
Probably
third.
barely the utilities. So, yeah, I don't know. Wild. The fake activism is wild.
And then by accepting half of it, don't you become a landlord?
Yes.
too?
Which is why his fake activism is so dumb.
Yeah, it already sounds like he hates himself, so it's fine.
Yeah.
My God.
It's fine. It's fine that he hasn't talked to you. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep
Move
it that
on.
way.
Yeah, exactly. Kick him out. You're the landlord. You can do that.
Also, I wonder if she doesn't tell people that she's a landlord, maybe for that reason, but also because she just doesn't want to like seem like she's bragging that she has property,
For sure.
or like,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's like trusting other people, but I don't know. Is there a reason why you didn't trust him to tell him? Or again, you weren't trying to hide it. I don't know.
I mean, the
I
first
think
time that it
it's just
came up,
bothering me.
the first time that it came up, she was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I own the place, so like, why wouldn't I replace it?"
Yeah.
It is wild.
It wasn't
that it
like
took so long to come
up organically. I'm with you guys. I feel like it should have came up pretty easily whenever he moved in. But if neither people really ask questions about it, then I mean, I guess
It's on both of them for sure. On that point, that's what I'm at.
Things happen for a reason. So if she didn't tell him and then this is the result, then it's probably best that
it sounds like he would have been financially manipulative throughout your relationship. So I think that's okay to let him go.
Yep.
For sure.
So Reddit deemed not the asshole, and Kobayashi, lower score Maru, lower score fail, said it's entirely okay to not reveal the extent of your assets in the early phases of your relationship for this exact reason. Hell, this is an entire movie trope. I don't know which movie, but free rent and utilities weren't enough for him. And then, quote, pay me to live with you is not boyfriend material. So most of what we said and
it's wild that OP is the one apologizing.
That is crazy.
Do not apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. He is a waste. Move on.
To confirm, you got that one right, Sean, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, John.
That's okay. We'll just make him drink Dasani for his punishment.
As much as I do want to stay united, I gotta say, him drinking Dasani is something I want to see very badly.
So badly.
Just because that's such a not punishment for you and I.
I know.
That is fine. Like, is it our first choice of bottled water? No, of course not. But will we drink Dasani if that's all that's there? I mean, yeah, it's bottled water.
At most
it's not
theme
poison.
Parks, at
it's
movie theaters. That's the only drink usually.
Yeah, if you don't want soda, you have to get that, and it's not great, but fine.
It's fine. Yeah, it's water. You get over it. All right, that is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. What did you think? Were these people assholes? Let us know in the comments down on YouTube, in our Discord, or on our subreddit. Let us know what you thought of Nancy. Thank you for coming on today.
Don't let me know what you think of me. Thanks.
It'll be all positive, so no doubt. Except for John. There'll be one comment that's from John being like, God damn it.
My number one hater.
I'm going to have to drink Dasani. So if you want to hear more, please consider joining the Patreon at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. You can unlock some bonus episodes as well as get extra stories every Friday and Monday. Don't forget you can submit your own Am I the Asshole stories or cross-post your favorite ones to our subreddit r/Reddit on Wiki. Thank you, Sean and Nancy, for coming on today and giving your takes.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the full first episode.
Too much overthinking.
A lot more.
Well, it's usually just Sean yelling, so it definitely evened it out, which I liked. So thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Toodles. Dude,
yeah.
I'm fucking fucked up
Like
right now. The
should.
divorce, I'm taking it hard. I cannot cook.